Yes, you're welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. Here we give you everything happens in Nigeria, Biafra land, and around the world. So, according to the headline, it says international reports. Finally, Nigeria has finally Islamized. The agenda of those people, the push of Islamists in Nigeria, is to make sure that they Islamize Nigeria. In fact, in this video, this our brother, he exposed a lot of things that is going on in Nigeria, and this our pastor also that speak concerning the Islamization and the place the Fulanis is having it a very difficult thing to conquer, because if you come to other part of Nigeria, the way they have already taken over, but it's the only one place that is very, very difficult for them to take over, and that is why you see them still keep working or keep fighting so that they will take over. And anybody that comes in, they will tell you that they are fighting against insecurity in Nigeria, they are fighting against bandits or this or that. The government know what is happening, they know what is going on in the country. So whenever they come out with their campaign, confusing you, telling you that they are fighting insecurity, all those things is just their own cup of tea, because they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. That is why you see them when it's time for president and the vice, they bring out Islam ticket, but you have never seen a place where you will see Christian, but it's only the other side. At the end, they will tell you that they don't know what is happening in the country. A country that has been all their idea and all their thinking is to make everybody, to turn everybody into Islam, and to make everybody to start worshipping their Allah. And at the end, they will tell you that Allah is for peace. In fact, just watch by yourself and you will see and you will understand what we are telling you concerning this issue of insecurity every day. There is no need of still remaining as one. The best way is to divide and let every zone go its separate ways. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see.
We are living in the last days. The last days, Paul called it the perilous times. Times where people, because of money, can do anything. Where wickedness will increase. Are you get what I'm saying now? Where people don't think of anything about fear of God. In 2 Timothy 3 verse 1, it said, this know also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come. It's already here. Where you see they carry children without having conscience. Where they think they can turn Nigeria to an Islamic nation, it can never happen. Now hear me as a prophet. It will never happen. All this agenda is to make Nigeria an Islamic nation. Let me tell you today. That's the agenda. It can never happen. Are you telling me that Igbo man will be an Islamist Muslim? Or Sasa will be Muslims? Who better, if you try it, we get out. Are you telling me Igbo man now will become a Muslim? You force him to be a Muslim? Or you force a Sasa man to be a Muslim? That is the agenda. Hear me, I'm a man of God. That's the agenda. Don't think it's all this kidnapping banditry. It's the agenda. If army want to wipe them off, they wipe them off in one day. And they have the power to do it. How can you bring Turkish people to come and Turkey that was a Christian nation that taught Islam? You bring army from Turkey to come and protect Nigeria. Thank you. We are not stupid. We know it. But let me hear me. I'm one of those who speak. It can never happen. It's not even if after we are gone, it will never. Nigeria will never be an Islamic nation. If they want it, they can take their part and go. But this country will never be run by Islam. As we are living peacefully, they better leave it. If anybody wants to make it, he can take his own, all those their states and go. But to say that he will impose Islam on us, that is madness of the highest order. And that is the agenda. But I can tell you, it will never, not in my lifetime, even after my lifetime, in the name of Jesus.
So, if you ask me, I would say this has got to be one of the most daring, the most emphatic statements of resistance coming from any church leader in Nigeria. And I've heard a lot of church leaders comment on what is going on in Nigeria, and I appreciate those of them who have spoken up. But you see what just happened in this video? The man just went straight for their jugular. He just cut straight to the chase. You can never Islamize Nigeria. I don't know why people don't think. He's asking simple questions. First of all, he started by telling you what this is all about, so we are not confused about anything. There's no amount of propaganda that is going to change what is happening. It is a jihad. Call it by its name. That's what being a bold soldier of Christ should look like. It's a jihad. But yes, we know it's a jihad, but you need to understand that you cannot Islamize Nigeria while we are in it. Anybody who follows me on X knows I probably must have written that in my posts more than 1,000 times. That you can never, if you want to Islamize Nigeria, you carry those ones who have aligned themselves with your religious ideology. They can go with you, but you can't Islamize me and my people. And the guy asked a simple question. So now you're going to come and Islamize an Igbo man or a South man? No, now you can't. We are not boasting. It's not an empty boast. It's something that is rooted in history, in reality, that you cannot Islamize the Igbo man. It's not possible. Everybody was being taken as slaves during the slavery era. When it got to the turn of the Igbos in the 1800s, they got to Dunbar Creek in Georgia. And they said, oh, you want to sell us as slaves? We didn't even know that this was slavery. We thought we were coming for some picnic. Oh, you guys want to sell us? It will not happen. And the white people thought it was a joke. And they put up a resistance and fought them, overpowered them, capsized the ship, and decided that they were going to commit mass suicide rather than be taken as slaves. They held their hands and marched into the water, singing that song. The Omambala River from Anambra State, it brought us here. That same river is taking us home. That's the Igbo people. We cannot change who we are. Go and look up Igbo landing. This is history. It's being studied at the universities in the USA. We talk about the Aba women riots. They could have just kept quiet and accepted all the nonsense coming from the colonials. They said no. They put up a resistance. You talk about the Ekumeku. No, you don't just look. You need to read history before you start thinking of how to come and Islamize an Igbo man. It is not possible. And that's what the man of God is saying. I'm not one to go and show for pastors. No, I don't. But when somebody speaks the truth, we have to say that they are speaking the truth. And then he asked a very important question. Or rather, he made a very important statement. You went to go and bring Turkey. Turkey is the one who comes to be your partner. Because of this video, I have decided I'm going to even make a much more elaborate video to explain to people what is really going on. All right? So that you guys know that the guy is telling you the truth. Some of the truths that he may not be able to explain, I will explain it to you. You're bringing Turkey that has the template for converting a Christian or predominantly Christian nation to a Muslim one, converting them from what they are to becoming a Muslim nation. They have the template and they update it every time. Do you not understand that all those your Christian religious cities that you read about in the Bible, in the New Testament, Colossae, Ephesus, Thessalonica, or whatever they are called. You know you have the book of Thessalonians and Colossians and Ephesians. Don't you know that those cities are located inside Turkey? Turkey is now almost 99.something% Islam or Muslim. But that was a major Christian enclave. The Hagia Sophia Mosque you see today was about the biggest cathedral, Christian cathedral. Back in the days, for almost a millennia, it was the biggest in the whole world. Today, it is a mosque. So Turkey, of all people, is not the one you should be bringing in if your plan is not to actually bring about in Nigeria what has happened in Turkey. And you guys just think that all these things are happening, that we should all be quiet and nobody will just be able to say anything. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just don't worry. We were there all of a sudden. You guys bypassed the tradition we already have established and embraced in the political culture of Nigeria, which is called federal character. You bypassed it and gave us Muslim ticket, and you expected us to all be quiet. On top of that, you are Islamizing the nation in front of us, before our eyes, and you expect us to look the other way. No, this is what I've been saying. Let men of God, if you know your onions and you are a child of God, stand up and speak the truth without fear or favor, and nothing will happen. Even if anything happens, let the heavens and the earth bear witness that you have spoken when it was time for you to speak. You can't Islamize us. You cannot. I say it to you today, tomorrow, any day. You will never be able to Islamize Nigeria with us in it. You better let us go our way. Take the ones who have accepted your ideology or religion. Go with them. You guys can establish your Sharia. Enjoy it. Nobody says don't. But you can't lump my people in, because I can tell you for free, without any fear of contradictions, that anybody who would dare to try to forcefully Islamize Igbo land would be ready for another war. So don't take what this man has said for granted. He's telling you the truth. God bless.
America will be a Muslim country. Russia will be a Muslim country. Islam will enter every house, inshallah.
Islam is a direct threat to freedom and democracy in America. And you know, it's not even just about America, it's about the entire Western civilization. Islam is on a conquest to take over the world, to destroy Western civilization and to replace it with Sharia law. They're openly telling us this. They come to our countries and they say that we are going to take over. Islam will be in every single house. You will bow to Allah. They're telling us their plan. And ignorant Americans and Europeans are just nodding and smiling along the way. The mass immigration of Muslims into America and into the West is suicide. It's a suicide to culture. It's a suicide to democracy. It's a suicide to the freedom of thought and expression. And if we do not realize what is happening now, it will be too late. They haven't come to assimilate to our culture. They've come to conquer. They come to establish Islam and Sharia.
Supreme Islamic Leader Council, Prof. Aliyu Bashir Umar, if I'm right with the pronunciation, have come outside to criticize President Tinubu regime. He has faulted President Tinubu regime for everything that is happening in the country. For those of you that did not know, for the insecurity of the country, for the poverty in the country, shortage of food in the country, safety, all these things, this man put all the whole blame on President Tinubu. And Professor Umar, forget that all these accusations is accusing President Tinubu is his own people that is committing it allegedly. A lot of people don't like me on this app because of say I dey talk truth. I no send anybody, Papa. I just want talk my truth. Now I want to ask all the two group all over Nigeria, are they Yorubas? No, they are Fulanis. Are they Christian? No, they are Muslim, because they shout Allah Akbar before they unalive people. All the people that are entering my region, entering my state, which is Benue State, entering my region, which is Middle Belt, are they Yorubas? No, they are Fulanis and they are Muslims. All those elders, all those herdsmen carrying their cattle into my people's land, and these cattle destroy our farm, destroy our food, destroy everything. Are they Yoruba? No, they are Fulanis. They are your brothers. All the whole thing going on in the country, is it President Tinubu's fault? Yes, it's his fault. But this comment you make, Professor Umar, is this comment supposed to come from you? No. Now people like us supposed to talk. You as a Supreme Council leader of Islam, you have rights to tell your people that are committing this atrocity that you are accusing President Tinubu of. You can call them to order and they will listen, because you are an Islamic Supreme Council leader, so they will listen to you. If President Tinubu call them to order, they will not listen. But you, as their overall guy, they will listen to you. So you don't have right to fault President Tinubu. Now we, the citizen, we will be saying now we dey suffer from the thing where they go on. Now we get right to fault President Tinubu. Now we get right to accuse President Tinubu. Now we get right to call him out. Not you, that your people are the one allegedly committing those crimes that you are accusing President Tinubu of. This country is a funny country where people will be saying their hand no clean. They go they accuse another person when your hand no clean. Ah, more. Sometimes when I look the situation of Nigeria, I weep. I don't blame you now. All the time, now Nigerians, especially the youth, now they blame. Anyway, share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly, and for those that love to cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.
All right, the video is quite straightforward, and you heard Joseph Okechukwu, what he said about that situation. Yes, I promise you guys that I'll give you a very short but detailed, steps. These Fulani people, they are well organized though. It's not that... Yes, there are very nice Fulani people. We don't argue that, but these ones, what they said is in their GNL, it is their nature. They like to come, dominate, conquer. Remember one lady from Ghana said they did not give them chance in Ghana. But Nigeria, they felt free and they were welcomed. Probably it is the Hausa people that gave them that leverage, and they entered very well. So let's watch Edmond Obilo with, I think what's the man's name? Anyway, let's just watch. You will hear the way they carry out this system. Let's go.
Does the Fulani still have that character?
They do.
Because from history, we can see the character.
No, it's part of their DNA. And because they have imperialist tendency, if they have been able to conquer the Yorubas, for example, they would have brought Emas, and they'll be speaking Yoruba. Okay? They speak your language. They prefer to be part of you. You begin to see them as part of you. So you won't feel that it's an outsider. But they speak their language Fufude only among themselves.
So that becomes the code.
When it came to the Hausa kingdoms, there are multiple of them like the Yoruba, and they decimated them and replaced them with Emas. They spoke the Hausa language. In fact, they started calling themselves Hausa Fulani. Okay? So you feel comfortable. But their own language is preserved. Their own culture is preserved. And I think that the Fulanis will be proud. Very proud. When you see people from the north doing many jobs, check who they are. They won't be Fulanis. They don't. Yeah, they may be cattle rearer. When you find them polishing shoes, helping you in farms and so, it won't be there. They won't. So they have that closeness. I mean, I say to all of us, we haven't studied them. We need to study them. Because if we study them, it's not with a view of defeating them, but the view of understanding their strategies, the way they work. It is not likely a Fulani man will rob you, steal what is in your pocket and run away. You won't do that. He will kill you. And then take whatever he wants to take. They have characteristics.
You know where they are. We've communicated with them. You've even as far as negotiating with them, So a lot of people believe that since you have, this the knowledge about all this, is it that the government does not have the power or the equipment to know where these terrorists are to tackle insecurity?
The government knows every terrorist by name and by location. I don't go yellow. I don't go to the terrorists alone. I call the police, I call the security, everybody. I will go to the MES, another place. And for when we went to one terrorist, I went even with women with me. Go to the bush. The thing is, you didn't see it because the camera was not concentrated on me. I don't go hello. Look at it. These herdsmen that have taken arm, the victims and the government and they are in a vicious cycle of violence. The victims see them as what you said, terrorists, evil people. The government see them terrorists, evil people. But have you asked, how do they see the government and how do they see the people who are as victims? What do they see from them? What gives a man the heart, the courage to come in and kill people and kidnap people? What is the motive behind him? Because ordinarily, I said before 2009, these same people were just driving their cattle, passing towns and villages, doing nothing, not killing or kidnapping people. So what happened 2009 upwards? They became the monster we see. If you can answer that question, then you have a solution to our problem. How do they see us? If you can answer it, you have the problem. And then you come and say that.
This is a very powerful international report that Nigeria may go to war over this Islamization agenda. Starting from the beginning to the end, you all have seen the whole story, the whole thing, and how everything is going on in the country. In fact, the pastor that spoke, he has said it all. It is very, very difficult for them to Islamize one part, which is the Igbo and also the South. It is very, very difficult for them, and they know that they cannot do it. And this zone, they are the parts that is making them to be afraid, that is causing them very big problem to go through. And then if you go again to see the issue concerning their plan towards the entire world, what Bashir said and what other people said, and the main target is the issue of Shegumi, who said that the government knows every of those terrorists by their name, and they know them, both the place they are living, and mostly to know somebody by his name is a very powerful statement. It's a very powerful statement. And at the end, the government will tell you that they are fighting insecurity, that they don't know what is going on, which they know the thing that is going on is the issue of Islamization. And that Islamization is what is going on for many years now, since 2009 to date. They have been trying, fighting, doing every means to conquer and to take over. And very soon, they are going to be in the Senate House, in the House of Assembly, in other places which we know that they are there already, but they are doing it in a coded way. They are there, and the people that is there for them, it is those people that is sponsoring them. Those people that is sponsoring them, they are there sponsoring them, and they are there also giving them order on what to do before they will do whatever they want to do. In fact, a lot is going on in the country, and what is there is that to Islamize this country, it is very, very difficult. And in fact, it will never happen. It will never happen. Instead of it, the Igbos, the Biafra, they are ready anytime, any day to leave the country. Nobody is begging for one Nigeria, and nobody is demanding for issue of one Nigeria. Everybody knows what is going on, and everybody knows the thing that is happening in the country. A country where there is no peace, where there is no love, where there is no unity. And at the end, they will tell you that Nigeria is filled with love, Nigeria is filled with peace, and is filled with harmony. But those things, it is not there. It is not there, starting from the Senate House down to the down part of it, starting from the up to down. No place you can see people coming to celebrate or to be happy for the thing that is happening in the country. Just take a look at what Nigerians is passing through around the world. The one that is just happening recently, the issue of South Africa. The main reason why they are chasing them, mostly Nigeria, is because of the country they came from is not working, and the government, they don't care. Because I believe and we know, had it been the country is working, even though when people want to leave, it will not be that much people will be leaving their country. Everybody will be happy to be in his own country and to develop his own country. It is because of the country that is not working. People will be trying their best to leave that country, to live in a better place. And that is why you see the South African people, they are chasing, they are doing apartheid, they are doing everything they are doing. The people they are looking on, mostly, they are the people of Nigeria, because of their country is not working. In fact, a lot is happening. And the best solution to this problem to end is to divide the nation. That is the solution to everything. To let those who want to be Islamized to be Islamized, and those who want to be Christianized to be Christianized, but not join people's head together like the days of Lugard. He's the problem of this country. Joining everybody heads together and to make sure that this company keep moving. And today, look at the company. Everybody is buying every day. No peace, no love, no unity. But at the end, the politician, they will tell you that Nigeria is in peace. In fact, it's something that whenever you sit and start thinking about it, you'll be asking yourself, where are we even heading to? Which is a very big question everybody needs to ask himself about the situation of the country. In fact, I would like your comment down below, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on in Nigeria. So thank you for watching.